my lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Ellie and today I'm just going to be doing a little video on my day-to-day makeup. It's pretty simple really. Obviously I haven't done a makeup video before, so it's a learning curve for me, but I'm going to try my best for you guys obviously. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm going to go in with the Badescu facial spray with aloe herbs and rosewater. Just spray that round. You can never have too much. I'm then going to go in with the L'Oreal Skin Expert Hydra Aloe Water Serum. Now you can actually use this instead of a moisturiser. Pardon me, I kind of flipped in between the two. It smells so good as well. It's quite funny because me and my sister used this when we went to Portugal a couple of years ago. We used it like obviously when we'd been sunbathing and stuff, we'd put it on in the evening. We'd also put it on in the morning because that's when it's meant to be used really. And the smell, you know, when the smell just like takes you back somewhere, that's where this takes me back to. It is Portugal. I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. So I'm going to be using the Benefit Brow Zings in the shade 2. And I just take this eyebrow brush, which has also got a spoolie on the back. First off, just brush through my brows. I mean, I pluck and trim my brows myself, so they're pretty much, I did them yesterday, so they're pretty much as I would want them. But just making sure there are no strays there. And then I go in with the wax first, the wax side, just to set a base. And then I start with, I'm going to look down here by the way because my mirror is here, but if I can look at the camera I will try. So I'm going to start on the top, create the arch that I like, and then the tail. With the tail I do bring my eyebrow, I bring the product just a little bit lower than what my natural eyebrow sits at, just because they're quite short. And then I just go onto the bottom, do the same, connect it up, and then fill in the end bit first, like so. And then with what's left on my brush, I just go to the front, start on the bottom, and then I just push it up. And then I'm going to go in with the powder on the other side, and I just go basically over what I've just done. Just to set it in place. My eyebrows are pretty simple to do really, they're probably the easiest part of my makeup routine. Fun fact, I used to have the worst eyebrows I think possible. They were so thick and chunky and so dark as well. I used to be quite a light blonde colour, I was silver for a while as well, and they were so dark, but I actually used this colour so it just didn't work at all. It was quite embarrassing, and for probably about a year my mum kept saying to me, Ellie, you need to sort your eyebrows out, they look ridiculous, blah blah blah, and I was like, no mum, it's fine, they look good, I like them this way. And now I know that they were absolutely disgusting. I'm going to do my other eye off camera because it's probably not the most interesting thing for you guys to watch, so I will be back in a second. As you can see, that is both eyebrows done. Literally it takes me a couple of minutes really. I am actually going to put in some contact lenses. So as you can see, I have quite dark brown eyes, but I like to put in some contact lenses. So that's one of them in. I think you can see the difference. I like them. They're just like, I don't know, I like green in the middle, brown a bit, and then they go into like a really nice blue colour on the outside. So that's both the eyes, well, the contacts put in. They look sick, I like them. My mum, not so much. She does not like seeing me with anything other than my brown eyes, but I like them, so. Next I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age thing. I think like half of the labels come off. It's the multi-use concealer basically, and it's in the shade Warm Light. So I just go under like that, and just cut out the bottom of the eyebrow. And then I just go in with the actual concealer over the rest of my eye. And then I blend it out using my beauty blender. Then I just go in with ever so slightly a little bit of this loose powder. I'm using the Revolution Lace Luxury Baking Powder as such, but I'm just going to go over with a light powder of that, a light coat of that on top of the eyeshadow. Just, God, I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? Over the concealer, so that when it comes to putting the eyeshadow on, it doesn't stick too hard and it just blends out nicely. Next is eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now this palette is, she's old. She's looking old, as you can probably tell from the inside of the palette. I'm going to go in with the Real Gar, this one here. It's a really nice burnt orangey kind of colour. And then I just use this tapered, is it tapered? It's like an angled tapered brush. Not really sure, I'm not an MUA, so don't ask me, but I just take that right into the crease, like so. Then take a little bit more on this is a tapered brush, I believe. And then I just start to blow that out. Up towards my eyebrow bone. So how is everyone actually doing with quarantine? Because I know that I'm kind of sick of it now. I mean, this is like, I think my 6th week now, because before the country was actually put into lockdown, me and my family were isolating because my mum is high risk, hence why I'm not living with her at the moment. So that's obviously been quite difficult, but I tell you what, living here, I've got into such a better routine. Like when I was at home, I was only waking up at like 12, if not 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Was eating like crap all the time, wasn't doing any exercise whatsoever, even though I was pretending that I was with weights and stuff at home. But with living here, I am. Next step in my routine is to do my mascara, and I put lashes on every day. Well, every time I put makeup on, obviously. I don't. Normally I have extensions on, but obviously quarantine is doing me dirty, so at the moment I am just putting strip lashes on when I do my makeup. So I'm going to go in and curl my lashes quickly, and then I'm going to go in with the Lash Sensational Lash Sensational Luscious Full Fan Effect Mascara. So my favourite lashes at the moment are Doll lashes, Doll Beauty lashes. They are absolutely insane. I'm going to be using Grace today, which are these like, I mean, they look fairly voluptuous, I think is the word, but they're pretty natural really, considering. And I like to use their lash glue as well. It works for me. What am I looking for? My tweezers. Where do my tweezers go? Am I just being really stupid? Now, I like to use tweezers when I'm putting on my lashes, just because it makes it a hell lot easier. What I do is I put the glue on both the lashes and leave them for about 20 seconds just so the glue can start getting tacky. I can't tell if I like my hair like this. I think it looks like a poo on the top of my head. I'm obsessed, quite badly actually, with Pepsi Max. I forgot to say that. Did I have to say it? I don't think I have to say that. So I'm gonna go and put these on off camera. I don't think you really need to see me do it. If you want to see me do it, comment down below and maybe I'll do another makeup tutorial with showing how I do my lashes, but basically it's just sticking the middle in on, sticking the sides on, and then clamping with the tweezers against my lash line. So there's the lashes on, as you can see. I really like these ones. They're super natural-ish, as natural as lashes can get really, but they're nice and fluffy, and they just add to the look, if you know what I mean. Thank you. So let's get on with the face now. For foundation, I use the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear Foundation in the shade 260 Golden Sun when I'm tanned. I'm hoping this will match because this is a fresh layer of tan, but we'll see. So all I do is I just take the brush that I use for my concealer, just pump a bit on, and I just put some dubs on my face, like so. And then I go in with this, like, I think you would call this like a kabuki brush. No, it's not a kabuki brush. I don't know, it's just like a foundation brush, I guess. But I use that just to blend that out. So that's my foundation done. As you can see, pretty good coverage all round, really. I mean, I like it. I like the colour. Next is obviously concealer. So I'm just going to go back in with that Maybelline one that I used on my eyes earlier. And then I just like to bring it up ever so slightly onto my cheekbones, giving that highlighted effect. And then obviously into the centre of my forehead. Do like doing a little bit down here, and then I go back in with the concealer brush that we've just been using. I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. And then I just do a little dot on the end, as so, to create a button nose, because I certainly do not have one of them. I go in with my beauty blender, and this is when I really like to go right up to my waterline. Bring it up ever so slightly around the corner. Not that you have corners on your face, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do with concealer. Now I want to actually invest in, when I say invest, I mean just buy, some cream contours, because I've been watching a lot of YouTubes lately, particularly with Jordan Lipscomb. If you haven't watched her videos, go and watch her because she's insane. She uses the Primark cream contour in this shade Toffee, I think. It's so good, and it just completely changes the makeup look, and it makes it a lot easier when it comes to bronzing and contouring with powder. Right, I like to use this loose powder underneath my eyes, and then I use my pressed powder for the rest of my face. Like so. Just really set that in place. I like to particularly set around my nose because that is where I start to get greasy during the day. My skin is very much combination skin, like one day it can be really oily, the next it can be really dry, so it's quite difficult to you know, work with certain products or using certain skincare. And then I'm just going to use the remaining of it because there's a little bit left on the front of my forehead. And then I'm just going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. Just put an ever so slight layer over the foundation. You really can, pardon me, feel that there's a hair. Really irritating. There we go. So that's all the powder and stuff done on my face. Now I'm going to go in with bronzer. Before I go in with the bronzer and contour, I'm actually just going to finish off my eyes quickly. So I'm just going to go back in with the Anastasia palette with the oh, got an itch, real gar on this what did I call it? Angled tapered brush, I think. Just underneath my eye. Then I'm just going to go in with the mascara again on my bottom lashes. Next is bronzer. I'm going to be using the Revolution Makeup Revolution London. Basically the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in O2 Warm. And I'm going to take this on a big fluffy brush. This is the Real Techniques one in 400, I think. And then I'm just going to start to bronze up where the sun would create shadows. So obviously that's like cheekbones, and then I'll be doing my forehead. I like being quite bronzed up. Obviously you can tell that with the sheer tan that I've got on my arms, but I do like it. Makes me look healthier. And it also adds a little bit more dimension back in after obviously putting all that foundation and powder on. And then I'm just going to take a little bit underneath my chin as well. So that's pretty much bronzer done. Now I'm going to go in with the contour. So I'm going to use the Hoola by Benefit contour. I'm going to go in with this flat shader brush. Just ever so slightly carve out that bit of my cheekbone, if you can see. Now I do like to bring it to like this part of my face, just because it creates a little bit more of a slender look, because I've got quite a round face. So yeah. And then I just take an ever so slight little bit up on my forehead. Now, one of my favourite bits, oh no, forgot about my nose. Definitely need to do my nose. So as you can see, I have quite a large nose, a honker, schnoz, whatever you'd like to call it. So I just take this tapered brush, and I tend to pinch it. I'm now going in with the blush, which is Rimmel London Maxi Blush in the shade 004 Sweet Cheeks. Now, I never used to use blush in my makeup routine, and then I was watching Jordan Lipscomb, and she used blush in this way, where instead of putting it on the apples of her cheeks, she put it up on her cheekbone, and I just loved it. It just adds something completely different to the makeup. So now I use it. I also put a little bit on my forehead just to create that kind of rosy glow. So next is probably my favourite part of my makeup routine, which is highlighter. I'm going to be using, or I am using, the Dull Beauty Light Highlighter, like a diamond, with this. This one's actually a setting brush, but I use it as a highlighter brush. And I just put it at the front of my cheekbones here. Don't take it up any further. And again here. Just because I think you just get an ever so slight glow when you look either side. Whereas if you were to pull it all the way up here, I don't like the look of it anymore. I used to be obsessed with like just packing it on. I take this little flat, it's literally a tiny little brush, and I go in to my inner corner like so, which really opens up your eyes, and then I go onto the tip of my nose, and then I take it into the centre here, ever so slightly down. I don't like it with the line, which I used to do. I don't like that anymore. And then just underneath my brow. And then on the top of my lips. Like that. Obviously you can see I've taken the Disgusting foundation off my lip. So I'm using the MAC lip gloss. Pardon me. Oh, and again, oh no. But it does just create a really nice gloss on the lips. So that is pretty much that is my makeup complete. I am going to go in with me Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Because as I said, oh, that tastes disgusting. Oh, so yeah, that's my makeup. I'm going to quickly go off camera and just do my hair. I'm just going to straighten it because it's really frizzy, and then put it up, and I'll be back. So just give me 2 minutes. So yes, that is basically my day-to-day makeup look and hair. So I hope you guys have liked this video. If you have, then please do like and subscribe to the channel, and obviously comment down below what you would like to see. DM me on Instagram, My Instagram will be above here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you've come back. I also just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has been sending me the lovely messages since my last video. It's really helped with my confidence, so yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one, so goodbye.